So Jackson says, trust me, men do go to therapy and it doesn't work. Now, no offense to Jackson, but I don't typically trust strangers on the internet. Instead, I trust the multiple professional therapists that I know personally who treat men and have found that they have had great success with it. I also trust the data on the topic. And there are multiple meta-analyses that combined show from over 130 studies there is no statistically significant difference in outcomes for psychotherapy between men and women, and that men are instead more likely to drop out and just stop going to therapy. The gender and sexuality of the therapist also plays a role in effectiveness, in their ability to build the therapeutic alliance and rapport with their client. And unsurprisingly, heterosexual male therapists struggle the most with this, likely due to all of the same reasons that we just talked about that block men's ability to form other social relationships. Now, there are plenty of men on this app who talk openly about how beneficial therapy has been for them. Not just myself, but I never miss an opportunity to tag Dope Dad, who talks frequently about their own deconstruction through therapy. But if you won't listen to us, then how about actor and former NFL player Terry Crews?
I saw women as objects and people to be used rather than to be loved. I felt just because I was a man, I was more valuable than all the women in my life. It allowed me to not listen to reason from my wife, to reason from the women in my life.
If you're taking all of your guidance on how to be a man from the society around you, you're going to get the message that being a man means taking it, being tough, vengeance when it's required, and you've made a turn away from all those things. How did you do that?
First of all, therapy. So I had this conception of therapy as being quackery. And so,
or weak.
Right, or weak, or you had to show your vulnerability in therapy, and I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. And when my wife left me, and it was so wild because I had the best advice I ever got was from a friend. He said, hey man, I can't promise you you're gonna get your wife and family back, but you have to get better for you. And I was like, what? And I went into therapy and I started to dissect everything about me. And this is the thing I want to get the message is that you are assembly required. This is the way you come. It's not that, oh man, I'm just me and I can be all right. No, no, no. You have to piece your life together the way you want it. Because this is the thing, if you don't do it, other people are gonna be assembling you.
And I think this is the important part that is often missed when men are told, just go to therapy. Therapy itself is not a magic bullet. Therapy is just talking, and a therapist can help you, giving you tools and resources to deconstruct and unpack. But the real work is done by you in between sessions. It is up to you to do the hard work of ripping apart those building blocks, to examine each one, and to jettison and throw away the antisocial behaviors and mindsets that are actively harming you and others. And then building back up, replacing those blocks with healthier, beneficial, pro-social behaviors and attitudes. But this work requires will, strength, and determination in order to achieve results. It is not work that can be done to you. You have to want to change and commit each day to making those improvements, even knowing that you will stumble and you will backslide. The success of psychotherapy is not limited by your gender. It's limited by the depth of the relationship you build with your therapist and your consistency in doing the work. And if you are willing to put in that work, you will find that you will improve not just for yourself, but for everyone in your life.